a lot of gamers have a lot of dream games that they want. You know, like for example, people have gotten the Crash Insane Trilogy and Spiral Reignite Trilogy because those were a lot of games that people really wanted. And of course, one of those, including mine and many others, was Kirby and the Forgotten Land. This got announced in the September 23rd Direct that happened last year. And while we got some bad things like the expansion pack, and don't we all hate that, this game absolutely had me popping off because this was a 3D Kirby game, and you know, that's not something that Kirby has really gotten beforehand. Like, yeah, I guess 64 can count, but not really. That's like not much of it. Air Ride was pretty fantastic on the GameCube as well, but that's a racing game, not much of an actual 3D Kirby game. He also got Kirby 3D Rumble and Blow Up Blast, both and 3DS. However, it's time for a true 3D Kirby game. And this time, I'm not reviewing Kirby in the Forgotten Land Realm. This time, I am bringing Kartfessor along with me as well. Say hello, man.
What's up, everyone? It's Kartfessor here, the person who did the review about Alvin the Chipmunk, and of course, Lego Star Wars 2. And yeah, I am back for another review with him, and since those reviews were pretty successful, including Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which of course caps the video, yeah, it seems like you guys really like for me to be on this channel, and yeah, G6's channel has been growing a lot since I've been here. Like, he got more subs and I got more subs to my channel. So yeah, it's great to be back here again.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, he's also making a review with me on his channel as well, so go ahead and check that out as well. I'll obviously will be leaving his channel in the description and the review video with him, because he also did one as well. Anyways, let's get into this review, as it seems like, you know, with the recent feedback with Lego Star Wars 2 and Alvin and Mario Kart 8 with Kartfessor, thank you guys so much on that, because it truly means the world to me. I can't believe you guys are really enjoying the videos with Kartfessor, as they are some of my best videos I've had in a long time. I am really glad to have Kartfessor, but let's actually get into this review. So, first of all, let's obviously talk about the box art of the game. I already knew it was the same as the poster, basically. The front box art has, you know, Kirby looking around his surroundings and, well, the Forgotten Land. There's a car in the background indicating the main selling point of the game. The inside cover art is not that much. It's Kirby driving around in Point of Arrival, the first level of the game. So let's get into the game. You got anything to say?
I gotta say for the cover art that, I was expecting that art in the front because, like, Nintendo released the poster for it, of course. So on the cover, it has Kirby looking like in the distance, and then in the background, it has the car, of course, like you said. It's one of a special ability that Kirby does, but we're going to talk about that in a bit. In the inside of the case, it shows Kirby in the car driving, like, in the distance to the city. I gotta say, the inside is alright, but it just could have done better a bit more. But otherwise, the case and the inside are pretty amazing.
Yeah. Also, before we dive into the game itself, I want to go ahead and give you guys a spoiler warning. If you guys are playing this game and are not done with it yet, we are going to mention the ending and some things in the game as well. Because, well, you know, unlike Arceus, I do want to go more in depth with this game, and this will definitely be a review I've been wanting to do for a while. Anyways, let's get into the game. The plot starts off with Kirby walking around and eventually goes on a warp start. Then finds out to see that a vortex is going around, and one thing I absolutely love about this game is Kirby's shocked reaction. It honestly kicks the out of me. He gets sucked into the void, and inside we kind of see a resemblance to Kirby Return to Dreamland. Nice touch. He then gets washed up on the island, and the game starts. And for whatever reason, the beginning of the game kind of reminds me of Crash Bandicoot 1. I don't know why, it just kind of reminds me of it. You didn't get introduced to the controls, and my god, Kirby controls perfectly in this game. It's just like how you'd expect him to. He works perfectly fine, and the gameplay's pretty fun too. You got the usual stuff, copy abilities, in which there are 12 in all. And yeah, it's a pretty fun game so far. Upon getting near the end of the first level though, you then realize that the Waddle Dees are being captured. And, well, we gotta go save them. Tagging you along this adventure is Elephant. He is your partner. I don't know yet. I have trust issues, but whatever. Anyway, let's get into the game. Throughout each level, there is a lot of missions for rescuing certain hidden Waddle Dees. Like save hidden ones or other quests in the game. The more you save, the more the main hub of the game, Waddle Dee Town, opens up. You can get stuff like a movie theater, go fishing, place the arena, upgrade your attacks, and even evolve your copy abilities. Yes, you can evolve your copy abilities in this game, and some of them are outright crazy. You can get from, it's so crazy, man.
Yeah, I gotta say about the Waddle Dees. So there are 300 Waddle Dees to collect to grow your Waddle Dee Town. Some of them are pretty hard, but the real tedious one is trying not to get hit by the bosses, which was pretty hard for me. It took a few tries though, but yeah, luckily I did, and I got all the 300 Waddle Dees. So after when you collect all the 300 Waddle Dees, what do you get? You get gold statues of Elephant and Kirby in front of the Warp Star in the town. And it reminded me of New Super Mario Bros. 2 because when you collect 1 million coins in New Super Mario Bros. 2, you get a gold statue of Mario in the background. And if you max out your coin counter, you get a gold Tanuki Mario statue. And yeah, New Super Mario Bros. 2, for collecting those coins, it was not worth it. I'm sorry. It took forever to get all those coins when I did it. And for Forgotten Land, it was definitely worth it because once you add those gold statues to your Waddle Dee Town, it makes your Waddle Dee Town have more variety and makes it more lively, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and however though, there's more than just your average grassland. We also got a whole full-on beach to explore, a desert, a carnival, which is probably the best world in the game. You got a snow area, and the final area in the game, which is the volcano area. Each boss is pretty unique and has really good music to go along with it. Speaking of which, the music is absolutely good, as per usual with Kirby games or just Nintendo music in general. I have a lot of favorites for sure. The first boss you meet is Gorimondo, which looks like King Kong / Donkey Kong looking guy. And he has, not bad attack patterns, seems pretty easy to beat. Next up is Chopek Woods, because for the love of God, every Kirby game, we need a freaking tree to fight against. I don't know why. I don't know why Kirby murdering a tree is just so funny to people, or just to any of the developers. But hey, good for them, I guess. And in the first boss you encounter in the game... Oh, sorry, you go.
Yeah, I gotta say, with the worlds and the bosses, all the worlds are very creative because for all the worlds, it takes place in a apocalyptic setting, like all of them do. I love the final world because, of course, it reminds me of Revenge of the Sith when Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker battle on the planet Mustafar, and Obi-Wan says, "It's over, Anakin, I have the high ground." And then Anakin says, "You underestimate my power." And then, Anakin jumps at Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan cuts his legs off. You know what happens at the ending for Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
But I gotta say that the bosses are very creative because, they have different personality. Like Gorilla Mondo, he has a strong personality, a tough, aggressive. Then, Tropic Woods, he has, the average personality. Then Coraline, she is a sassy one, and then, she is acrobatic. And then, the Armadillo guy,
Dillo.
Yeah, he's goofy, he's silly, and he's a collector. He collects stuff. And King DDD is just King DDD.
Yeah, also, can we talk about, like, how many times they've changed King Didity's design in Kirby games? They really can't decide on a new one nowadays. His design of Forgotten Land reminds me of Kirby 64's design, kinda. Also, while we did mention evolved copy abilities earlier, I have yet to describe some of them. For example, upon evolving the sword copy ability, you get the gigantic sword, which is of course a bigger sword with better attack power. And on one of the arenas, you tackle Meta Knight. And within defeating Meta Knight, well, for the first try at least, you get his sword. With his sword, it's very powerful. You can do 3 attacks at once, and if you have full health or just a double bar of health, you will have this beam attack, which definitely reminds me of the Master Sword from Zelda. Kind of the same thing. And also, one of the best abilities in the game, we can't forget about it. They finally gave Kirby a gun, for the love of God. And I don't know why, it just cracks me up. But all of the evolved copy abilities are really cool. Obviously, the sleep ability is as useless as ever, although now you could actually kind of sleepwalk, which is pretty funny. And in the evolved ability, he actually pulls out of bed and you regenerate some health, which I thought was pretty nice. Some of the evolved abilities are really crazy, and a lot of them I love, but I'll be here all day if I talk about the evolved copy abilities.
Yeah, I gotta say, for the copy abilities, I love all of them, but except for the sleeping one, of course. But if I have to pick one that I love, I'm not gonna spoil it. It's one of the sword ones. It's the final sword upgrade you get when you beat the post game. I'm not gonna spoil it because the secret boss. Well, we're actually going to spoil it, but yeah. So this sword match goes with like a certain knight character. It's not Meta Knight, it's Mouthful Knight. So it's way powerful than the Meta Knight sword, and like it's very broken. It's the most powerful copy ability in the game.
Yeah, especially when you have full health and you get that beam attack. I thought that's also really neat. But one of the also craziest things is that near the ending of the game, and yes, again, we've mentioned spoilers beforehand, but now it's time to talk about the craziness that is the ending to this game. So basically what happens is that while you're facing King Dedede, Elephant ends up getting kidnapped, and it's not with you for the desert or last world. And within the last level of the game, you fight this person called Leongar, and he wants a lot of things. He explained how, in the background, you could see a lot of the Waddle Dees running, but that's just because they're trying to get power for people. And that's the reason why they're doing this. So then, it turns out that Elephant is a part of the final boss, Baccalaureus. And this is the final boss, and holy crap, does this get crazy. After defeating Leongar, you didn't go against Baccalaureus. First off, he starts chasing you, and you have to fight him while he's chasing you, which is freaking crazy. And then in the next court, he starts flying at you and all that. It's kind of similar to the Crawling boss fight, but a lot more different. And then the cherry on top of this crazy cake, you then transform into a freaking semi. Oh yeah, let's talk about Mouthful Mode first. So basically, if you haven't seen already by, either the thumbnail or just the box art, the main part of the game is Mouthful Mode. You could transform into a car, a cone, or whatever you can transform to. Basically, Kirby transforms into world objects here. I mean, you could drive a car, so he's Kirby. Be a cone, he's Combi, and all of that jazz. You could either be stairs or a water balloon. Whatever you may make it, it's very hilarious, and honestly, I can't even believe they turned him into a car.
Yeah, I love all the Mouthful Mode abilities, but if I have to pick one, I gotta say Kobe, because he becomes like he looks like an ice cream cone when he wears it. And we're gonna mention some spoils here. So in the ending of the game,
he transforms.
He transforms into Max from Cars, if you know what I mean, a truck.
So basically, in the ending of the game, he transforms into a semi-truck, and then you start racing a lot. You then start racing on top of these things that slowly come down at you, and then turns into an all-out butt-matching competition so you can beat the final boss. And oh my god, I mean, obviously, this is no surprise. Kirby endings in Kirby games can be absolutely crazy. Star Alice ending was insane. And then we also got like Kirby's Dream Run 3, where that guy's literally shooting out blood at you. I mean, we'll be here all week if we talk about bizarre Kirby endings. But holy crap, was this ending amazing. The ending also starts off with Elephant trying to close the world between planet Pac-Fessor and, well, the Forgotten Land. Hey, there's the name of the game below there. He closes the world, and it seems like he sacrificed himself, right? Well, actually, no. It turns out he actually just ended up, blacking out. Him and Kirby both, apparently. At least that's what he said. And then upon beating the game, you then get, then you got the whole entire post-game to tackle. The post-game is simply like this. It's basically a mashup of all the levels in that world. So, for example, the first level in the post-game is a tackle of the first world, and all the levels and all that. You also got, the crazier bosses with different patterns and all of that. And holy crap, the alternate Cup Z is insane. I mean, basically, the cups in this game in the arena are similar to the arena, or the true arena from other Kirby games. It's honestly interesting.
Yeah.
The next thing
I gotta say that the final boss in the end, of course, you fight Leon, then he falls into this big goo thing, then it becomes like I don't know what this goo thing is. It reminds me of Sonic Adventure 2, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Perfect Chaos.
Yeah, and then and it also reminds me of the blob that ate everyone from Goosebumps. But the book was alright, but that's another topic for another day. But I gotta say that the second phase is pretty cool, but the final phase is when real stuff happens, because Elfland, it's actually not Elfland this time, because I thought Elfland was going to be the final boss.
Yeah, because us Kirby fans have trust issues. From Marge from Kirby Superstar on the Super Nintendo, or Magolor from Kirby's Return of Dreamland on the Wii. I was, surprisingly, in this adventure, Elfland does not betray you, and I was honestly surprised, because the last partner we got was Ribbon from Kirby 64 in 2000. That's honestly insane.
Yeah.
And let's go ahead and talk about Waddle Dee Town as well. This is the main hub of the game. Basically, the more Waddle Dees you save, the more the town gets rebuilt. You unlock games like fishing, which in this game you press certain button combinations to reel in fish. Eventually you can reel in these big fish and get a lot of coins from them, or a capsule. There's also a Runch Rush minigame where you do gigs of serving food to Waddle Dees. There's 3 gigs in total. Eventually, you will go into Runch Rush, and holy crap, does this get intense sometimes. It kind of reminds me of actually kind of working at a restaurant. It's honestly stressful. And then one of the best things about it, they kind of brought back Tilt and Tumble, but not really. Introducing Tilt and Roll Kirby. There's 3 levels in all with difficult versions. Upon completing them, you do get a capsule. But how do you exactly get those evolved copy abilities from before, huh? Well, it's because throughout the world, you didn't see these stars, which again is kind of a reference to Return to Dreamland in here, called treasure stages. In these stages, this is how you get something called rare stars that you use to upgrade abilities. Basically, these are short trials of copy abilities that you could use to test, evolved or not. These are really fun to tackle and do count towards completion. You also aim for a target time as well, but that just gives you coins. It's really nothing interesting.
Yeah. I got to say about the Wall of Town that I gotta say that it's probably my favorite homepage in any video game as of now. We all know that Sonic Frontiers is coming out this holiday season, but we're not sure it's gonna have a homepage or not. But I'm very excited to get Sonic Frontiers regardless. But for Wall of Town, it's my favorite homepage as of now because there's so much to do. You can do fishing, you can do the cafe, the maze, the fall maze one. You can do arena battles with boss rush, using cutscenes in the movie theater, upgrade your copy abilities, gamble on the gumball machines. It's not the gumball machines, the figure machines to get the toys to collect. Yeah, there's so much to do in Wall of Town.
My personal favorite, like, Forgotten Land is in my opinion, Forgotten Land does what a Kirby game does best. A lot of interesting levels, amazing music, amazing design for characters, and Mouthful Mode as a total. This game gets a 10 out of 10 from me. If you're not a Kirby fan, and if you want to start with the series, Forgotten Land is 100% way to go and start with it. It's one of the best Kirby games ever, and in my opinion, while it's still as good as Planet Robot, Planet Robot is definitely overtaken by this game now, despite how creativity Planet Robot was. And this game, in my opinion, is one of the best Kirby games we will probably ever get for a while. And even the director of the game confirmed there's more 3D adventures to await us, so maybe the mediocre insanity of Return of Dreamland Triple Deluxe, Planet Robot, and Star Allies is finally over. We got a whole new era of Kirby upon us, and yeah, for sure it's going to be quite a game for me. And if you, again, this game is I highly recommend this game if you haven't played it already.
Yeah, I gotta say that, yeah, I can give it 10 out of 10 too, because, yeah, I guarantee you that in the Game Awards this year, it's gonna be one of the Game Industry companies, along with Skywalker Saga and Elden Ring. I don't know what the other two will be, but, yeah, I gotta give it a 10 out of 10. And yeah, man, there's so much to look forward to, for the second half of this year. Like, I do think we're definitely gonna get definitely Kirby for sure. We got Sonic Frontiers. We got Pac-Fessor Museum Plus. We got Nintendo Switch Sports. Like, I mean, like, there's so much to look forward to this year. I do think that 2022 is probably gonna be like once in a blue moon. With means like it's probably gonna be one of the best years of all time, and we'll never forget for this year for 2022.
And that's going to do it for this review, guys. As always, if you want to see more videos with Kartfessor, check out the playlist. And, well, in the playlist section, there's a complete set list. If you want to watch the previous videos, like the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe video, where we played all of the DLC Wave 1 tracks, or if you want to see us review a game like LEGO Star Wars 2 or Alvin and Chipmunks, go ahead and check those out as well. Or heck, maybe even suggest us something. We might take your suggestions to heart and see what we'll review in the near future. In terms of future reviews, there definitely is going to be a lot more to look forward to as well. And without
like Skywalker Saga, yeah, we're definitely going to do a review about that for sure.
And don't forget, this is the crazy month of P-Tex. This will be a crazy month. Unfortunately, there's one last thing I have to say for right now. Yoshi Story Part 3 may not happen on the day of release that I should be doing it on, because my Switch actually broke, and I'm even lucky I got footage for this video. So if I didn't have this might not be an actual video I would have right now as it occurs. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we'll see you guys in a few days when we tackle something called the Bootleg Sega Genesis. That will be a crazy time. And as always, go ahead and check out Kartfessor's channel in the description or in the channel section. He is so close to 150 subs. He's literally one sub away. Please get him to 150 or even 200. That would be amazing if you guys could do that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And again, check out the review I did for Forgotten Land on his channel, as well as it's actually different compared to mine. So we'll have both separate reviews. So if you want to see them,
I'll be reading them very soon. So be prepared for that.
Yeah, I'm down to do more videos with him. Again, thank you guys so much for the feedback with him as well. Seems like the videos have been doing quite good with Kartfessor, and it seems like you guys think he's a pretty good icon on the channel as well. As always though, make sure to smash the like button if you can, comment some suggestions for reviews or whatever you want, and of course, sub to the channel. Again, we're pretty close to 500 already with 420 subs. And I will see you guys in the next one. Go ahead and take care for now.
Take care.